Hello everyone, welcome to the multi-threading and parallel programming course. In this video we will discuss about the constructors of the thread class, or we can say we will discuss here one of the constructor which accept the ThreadStart delegate. So that we are going to discuss in this video. In the previous video where we implemented the multi-threading, like how we create or implement the multi-threading in the C#. So let's go to the Visual Studio, and here first what I'm going to create, I'm going to create a function. So let's create that function. Since we are going to call that function in the static method, so this method should be static and the return type is void, and this method name I'm going to give as a show numbers. And now inside this one I'm going to take for loop, and this for loop I will run till like length I'm going to give as a 5, and here I'm going to write console dot write line, and I'm going to print the number, and this method I'm calling inside the main method. So at point of this time, if I run this application, so what will happen? It will print the number from 1 to 5. So it's a straightforward programming. Like we created a one function where we are printing the number and we are calling that number from the main method. And we can see the output like it is printing from 0 to 4 since this loop is running from the 0 and less than 5. So this is the simple method. Now basically this method is running from the main thread, and here we can see like internally this is the program and the process is using the thread. Now like this is the basically a main thread, through that this program is running. But now I want to create the child thread, and or I mean to say the explicit thread which will be attached with this method. So for creating a thread we have the thread class. So let's create this thread. So equal to new thread. Now here we can see it is showing couple of the parameters, and we can see like first is the parameterized thread start, and next is the thread start, and there are other two, and those are like parameterized thread start, and it is accepting one integer variable, and another is the thread start and then another integer variable. So in this video we will discuss about the thread start constructor. So what is the thread start constructor? So this thread start is basically a delegate. So let's write here thread start, and if you will go to the definition, so for going the definition you can right click on this and go to the definition, or you can press the F12. So when you will go to this definition, here you can see it is a delegate. So what is the delegate? Delegate is basically a type safe function pointer, and the signature of the delegate should match the signature of the function. So here we can see the return type of this delegate is void, and it does not accept any parameter. And similar to this one we can see this method also, and this method also return type is void, and this method does not contain any parameter. So like this thread start is a delegate, and we can assign this method to this thread start delegate. So for that, like how we can pass, so thread start, let's create the object of this one and new thread start. And this thread start, here you can see it is accepting a target, and basically this target is nothing but a function. So if you have already known about the delegate, so you will see like delegate is basically a type safe function pointer, and the constructor of the delegate basically accept the same signature of the method. So inside this one, if you will pass the same signature method, and that is the show numbers. And so what we have created is basically we initiated the ThreadStart delegate, and now this object we can pass inside this thread class. And then what we can do after passing this one, t.start, we are like starting the thread. So now at point of this time when you will run this application, so basically it will give the same output. So what we are doing, we are using the child thread, and this thread is accepting a like parameter, and the parameter is the ThreadStart parameter. And what is the ThreadStart? ThreadStart is a delegate. Now that is the one way we can pass like the parameter into the thread class or the thread constructor. There is another way we can do with the same, is like we can create like this ThreadStart obj equal to show number. So using this way also we can pass, like instead of initiating this, what we can do, we can directly pass this method here. So now if you will run this application, so basically what will happen, it will print the as it is, as we are expecting. So that is the another way. And next is like instead of initiating directly, what we can do, we can directly pass this method name into this thread. So basically here what is happening, here what we are doing, we are explicitly initializing the thread, but when we directly pass this thread here, so CLR is initializing this delegate for us internally. Here basically externally we are initializing the thread, but here CLR is responsible for initializing that ThreadStart delegate. So at point of this time, if you will run this, the output will be the same, and we can see like this. Now there is another way also we can do, and that is like ThreadStart. So ThreadStart, and let's create object, and we can do like delegate, and here what we can do, we can pass show number. So basically what we are doing, through delegate we are passing this object. So basically when we use such kind of the things, this we use when we have the anonymous method. What is the meaning of the anonymous method? The meaning of the anonymous method, like the method which does not have any name. So such kind of the scenario, we initiate the ThreadStart delegate in this way, and then that object we pass into the thread class. So at point of this time, when you will run this application, you will see the same output. Now instead of this, like instead of passing this thread name here, you can directly pass this code also here. Like it's not a correct way basically, like in the anonymous method we don't have the name, we directly have the logic. So for that one, what we can do, you can directly copy this particular code like this logic, and you can put it here, and at point of this time when you will run this, it should give the same output, and we can see the same output here. So this is the way we can create the like the ThreadStart object also for the anonymous method. And there is another way also we can do, and that is for the lambda expression, and that you can do like ThreadStart. So ThreadStart, and here you can initiate like a lambda expression. So through this, if you will run this at point of this time, it will give the same output. So these are the number of ways we can initiate the ThreadStart delegate, or like the constructor, one of the constructor of the thread class. So that is the way we can like pass the particular function into the thread class. Now there is another way, like what if this method is having any parameter, like if there is any method which contain any parameter, so how to do that one? So that we will cover in the next video. So that's it for this video. If you have any question and doubt, please comment. Thank you.